Rick Butler's story is a saga of triumph in youth volleyball, shadowed by scandal and controversy. As the founder of the prestigious Sports Performance Volleyball Club in Aurora, Illinois, Butler's career, which began in the early 1980s, quickly became a success story. His club boasted over 100 national championships, and Butler's reputation soared, solidifying him as one of the most influential figures in the sport. But beneath the surface, a storm was brewing that would ultimately cast a long shadow over his career. In 1995, Butler faced explosive allegations. 3 former players accused him of having inappropriate sexual relationships with them during the 1980s, when they were underage. These accusations, made by women who claimed Butler exploited his position as their coach, shocked the volleyball community. The accusers detailed how Butler allegedly manipulated them during their teenage years. At the time, the legal age of consent in Illinois was 16, and no specific rules governed coach-player relationships. Butler, however, denied any wrongdoing, admitting to relationships, but insisting they were consensual and occurred after the players were 18. The Illinois Department of Children and Family Services investigated the claims and found credible evidence that there had been a risk of harm to players in the 1990s. Yet the case was not referred to authorities, and Butler continued to coach. Critics believed that the system failed, allowing Butler to maintain his powerful position in the sport without repercussions. As the years passed, the allegations against Butler never fully disappeared. In 2018, a mother of 2 athletes filed a class action lawsuit against Butler and his business, GLV Inc., accusing him of concealing the misconduct from the 1980s. The lawsuit claimed that parents were unaware of the serious accusations when they entrusted their children to his club. Despite the intense public scrutiny, Butler's legal team successfully had the case dismissed, arguing that the allegations had been public knowledge for decades. The legal fight didn't end there. In 2021, Butler and his wife Cheryl took the offensive, filing a $250 million lawsuit against several individuals and advocacy groups. They alleged that these groups conspired to destroy their business by orchestrating a campaign of negative publicity and legal threats. The lawsuit escalated the already heated conflict, pulling more people into the controversy. Throughout the years, Butler's relationship with major volleyball organizations became increasingly strained. USA Volleyball initially banned Butler from coaching in 1995, only to lift the ban in 2000. However, in 2017, Butler was permanently banned after violating a confidentiality rule related to the investigation against him. A second lifetime ban followed in 2018 after he refused to participate in a hearing on the misconduct allegations, which he called a sham. The Amateur Athletic Union, AAU, which had once honored Butler with its prestigious leadership award, eventually distanced itself from him. Following an ESPN investigation into the abuse claims, Butler resigned from his AAU position, and in 2018, the AAU permanently banned him from participating in any of its activities. The Junior Volleyball Association, JVA, which initially allowed Butler to continue participating in their events, also eventually suspended him indefinitely. As the years passed, the volleyball community remained divided. Some saw Butler as a victim of cancel culture, a coach who was punished by a relentless public and media campaign for consensual relationships that occurred decades ago. Others viewed him as a symbol of unchecked power in youth sports, where the dynamics of authority and consent are easily manipulated. Despite never facing criminal charges, the accusations have followed Butler throughout his career, leading to legal battles, lifetime bans, and the collapse of his once untouchable reputation. To his supporters, Butler remains a wronged man, caught in the crossfire of a media frenzy. To his detractors, he's a cautionary tale of how power in sports can be abused, and how justice can sometimes be delayed or denied. Rick Butler's legacy in volleyball is now inextricably tied to this long-running controversy. His story continues to fuel debates about consent, authority, and the complex relationships between coaches and athletes, leaving a cloud over both his career and the sport he once helped to shape.